Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's episode, we will continue talking about altcoins, specifically my neighbor Alice, Axie Infinity, and we're also going to talk about what is happening as far as Bitcoin is concerned because we are beginning to see signs of redemption. So earlier, today we did talk about the fact that the price of Bitcoin was going to have a retracement between 45k to about 46,500. Guess what happened? We did end up having a market correction, but the price didn't really go as low as we wanted. So this is basically the diagrams, or rather the projections from the previous live stream. Okay, so we hit the initial line right over here. Sorry, so let me do this. Yeah, hold on. So if you take a look at that, flip over to the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this week dropped as low as 46,968. It didn't really drop as low as I was expecting because I really wanted the prices at least to hit 46,500, but hey, this is only a $400 price difference, which is not really that bad if you would ask me, So yeah, if we take a look at the rise or the pump ever since that particular situation, right, this has been a very dramatic pump, right? So today's a Monday, and just like I told you, right, Mondays are a little bit weird in terms of what to expect because anything can happen, but based on what we are seeing as far as Bitcoin is concerned, right, we are most likely going to continue pushing towards the upside. If there's going to be some slight correction, then expect the same thing that I was projecting, 46,500 all the way to 45k. That would definitely be a great re-entry, but based on this particular trading action that we are beginning to see, I think that is highly unlikely. So I really expect the price just to have like a mini correction, maybe 48,500 here, and then later on pushing towards the upside. But regardless, you already know the game and you already know what to do. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching this. Dixon Katembo says, Muna, could it be a bull trap? So basically, remember what we spoke about with regards to the Wyckoff distribution, right? So I hope you watched my episode because guys, we keep on talking about the same things. So it's just a basic Wyckoff distribution, and we are going to form the spring. Okay, so it also depends on what time frame you are talking about. So if you're talking about 3 months from now, probably not a bull trap. If you're talking about, I don't know, the next 24 to about 72 hours, so be specific with your questions as well. So let me just give you a refresher with regards to what we talked about, right? So we did establish that the Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution is in phase B. So what we're experiencing right now is we're experiencing this major push towards the upside, and we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to go above this particular threshold. So we need to go above 52,584 so that we can complete this particular Wyckoff distribution before we could either have a correction or a major pump. So in order for you not to get confused, because you're going to get confused right now, look for longing opportunities, look for buying opportunities, and trade setups that are going to allow you to enter into longs. So what I'm expecting is I'm expecting the price of Bitcoin to go above this particular threshold, and we're most likely going to end up pushing towards 46. Okay, so 56 I meant 56,000 US dollars. So the current percentage move is about like a 10 to about 15% move. That's what I'm expecting because we are in this Wyckoff distribution. So it depends on what's going to happen. If the bulls are going to be crazy, potentially we could even end up going above that, but that is irrelevant because it's thinking way ahead and overcomplicating stuff. I hate overcomplicating trades. So what we just need to focus on right now is buying the dips. This is going to work very good for you with regards to altcoins as well. Altcoins, Bitcoin, everything is going to end up pumping. But if you take a look at what has been happening to the Bitcoin dominance, right, the Bitcoin dominance has been going up. So that really means Bitcoin is going to start controlling the markets at this particular moment. However, even getting into altcoins is going to do very well. And one of the altcoins that I'm back trading is obviously Alice. The reason why I'm trading Alice is because we recently saw a surge in terms of the volume. So remember, volume precedes price action. Take a look at this. 28th September, the volume of Alice was 59 million US dollars. And then it started pushing up. 30th of September, 118 million US dollars. Today we are at 262. So if this continues going up, right, in terms of the volume of Alice, let's say for example we go over 500 million US dollars as volume, right, we're obviously going to see a major breakout, and the price of Alice could go to the previous all-time high. And moreover, Alice is following Axie Infinity, because most of the times Alice follows Axie Infinity. When Axie Infinity pushes up, Alice follows suit, and this is one of the reasons why I expect the price of Alice to continue pushing up, and hopefully this time around we can have like a major gigantic pump. But hey, who knows what's going to happen? Nobody really knows. So all you have to do is trade with BTC. So at this particular moment, right, we could have a situation where the price of BTC could just slightly drop and come and retest this particular area, because we just recently officially broke out. Okay, so there's usually a retest, but sometimes it might not happen. So in order for us to have had been looking for trading opportunities, right, so when you are in a bull market, right, or rather in an uptrend, okay, look for signs that show that a correction is over. And this is one of the reasons why entering here was a very good opportunity. You know, like once we saw, of course using the smaller time frames, once we saw that the correction was sort of intercepted, because this is what corrections usually do, or they usually do that, you know. But we had this gigantic pump, so it already signifies that this is an uptrend continuation. So what we need to do is just look for those opportunities where we see that the bears are kind of subsiding and we're beginning to continue our push towards the upside. So you know, I'm definitely going to be looking for longing opportunities as far as Bitcoin, Alice, and Axie Infinity is concerned. So if this is going to continue happening, then expect the price of Alice to go to at least $18 and the previous all-time high. And this time around, Alice could end up doing very well, because previously we had this all-time high that, well, we had this particular price pump and then we had this reversal. So this is a very good risk to reward type of ratio type of situation. So at this particular moment, right, expecting a little bit of a drag back, let's say towards $13. If the price of Alice would go towards $13 and then continue pushing up, that would work very good for us. But I highly doubt that is going to happen, because if you look at the previous daily candles, right, we did already go back to about $13. We did drop towards this particular bottom. So if you take a look at this, right, this is a blatant bullish flag. So anytime from now, in the next 24 to about 72 hours, Alice is definitely going to pop, provided BTC remains stable. So remember what I keep on telling you, right? It all depends on BTC. So let's say, for example, BTC all of a sudden has like some, I don't know, temper tantrum and it becomes emotional. Everything goes down with it if Bitcoin goes down. But at this particular moment, I really think the highest probability is for the price of Bitcoin going to 46, probably this week. Okay, so our mandate is to buy the dips. So if you're going to be looking for longing opportunities in a lot of different alternative cryptocurrencies, you are probably going to do very well. So yeah, the other thing that I would love to talk about is finding other trading opportunities. So if you take a look at the price of Axie Infinity, of course this is like a crazy straight line, and maybe it might continue, maybe not, but to me, I wouldn't take that trade, you know, because it's highly risky at this particular moment. But of course, if you are a risk taker, because I know a lot of you guys are risk takers, a lot of you, you know, spend a lot of time in Las Vegas, and you've just got a lot of appetite for going into trades that have like really pumped. But these are the same type of trades that really push up because they've got so much momentum. And this is one of the reasons why around $80-90 I was like, hey, let me get out of this, because I'm super conservative, because I always love to play it clean. And then it just ended up pumping and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you know, I'm not really that much of a risk trader. That's why you know, I wasn't like really recommending it. But we got in around $12, so it doesn't really matter because we got in around $12 and we got in early. But we'll see what's going to happen. Hopefully we get to see some follow through. But in case Alice has a correction, sorry, in case Axie Infinity has a correction, I mean, I wouldn't feel bad. Look at that, the price has pumped by about 29% again. Jesus Christ. Woo! Oh man. Yeah, so in case it ends up correcting out, you shouldn't even worry or complain. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And it seems everything is going to be good. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm just looking for like a minor correction, especially on the smaller time frame. I expect the price to slightly drop to about 48,800 and then continue pushing. But it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter if you get in any position. I mean, either BTC or whatever alternative cryptocurrency that you're trading, right? Eventually it is going to end up pumping. You know, like if you snooze, if you go and sleep, you wake up finding that the prices have pumped. Moreover, if we end up correcting, right, we can always add to our position because we always practice dollar cost averaging. So let's see what is going to happen. So Tony Black says, aka Mona 10x, I'm happy with your predictions as it's working with the market. Need to make some money. Yeah, let's make some money, guys. Let's make some money. Just be very quick. When I'm active, like usually Monday to Friday, I usually give you like the trading blueprint, so you can use it with the other altcoins that you're trading as well. So just understand my analogy and understand what factors I'm looking at, then open the charts, do it with whatever respective cryptocurrency projects you're trading, and then you guys are going to be good. So for me, just get the blueprint for the next 24 to 72 hours, and then get to trade your own cryptocurrencies. You guys are going to do very well. So Ignacio de Francesca or de Francisca says, Mona, you good? I'm very good. Crypto Bull, what's up? How you doing? At such a young age, you have good knowledge. I don't really think I'm young because I'm 30. You know, I just recently turned 30 in September. So I mean, I've lived half of my life. Let's say, for example, I'm going to die at 60, God willing. You know, 30 is like pretty old, you know. So yeah, I'm okay. So Osina says, my guy, I want my refund in Regiment Finance. In Regiment Finance, how did you bet the farm? Or because I said only invest a little bit of money, $100 or less, and I told you that if it does 100x, right, that $100 gets to do a lot of damage and you really get to make a whole lot of money. But what has happened is there is still a possibility, because I talked about the next bull run. So we could still end up pumping Regiment Finance and it could still do 100x. But don't put anything into that particular project because it is a very risky project. But those are just one of those projects where you just get to throw a little bit of money and hope for the best, because sometimes we do experience situations where you just invest in something and then forget about it. Then a few months or years later, it does 1,000x. You know what you know what I mean. But of course, I'm pretty sure I explained the risks with regards to that particular project, and this is one of the reasons I was recommending less than $100 or whatever amount of money you are willing to trade. So this is part of trading as well. And moreover, I always keep on telling you, I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please do it because you want to do it and not because I said it. So let's clarify things and let's be very clear. And by the way, I still have money in Regiment Finance, and I have a plan for Regiment Finance very soon. As soon as the bull markets continues, as soon as we go above 60,000 US dollars, we're going to do something very special with Regiment Finance. So maybe it might not be too late. So we'll see how, because I also have my money in there as well. So anyhow, that's all I had for you today. I don't really want to make it super long because we've been running for the past 10-12 minutes, right? Because you guys are very busy and I don't want to waste your time. So no, I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking this time around. So the summary is, I'm expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue pushing probably above 42,500 because we're using the Wyckoff schematic, okay? Because what usually happens, especially when you identify that phase B is done, right, with regards to the Wyckoff schematic. So please, you need to remember this and download it in your head, like store it in your head, so when I'm talking about it you can picture it, okay? So we finished phase B, we're going to phase C, okay? So phase C, in order for it to like be active, we need to go above the previous recent top of Bitcoin, which is here, okay? So we need to crash 52,000, and if we crash 52,000, there is a strong possibility of us going to 56,000 US dollars, okay? So that's the game plan. So now that you know the blueprint, right, the only thing that you're supposed to be doing is looking for longing opportunities. When the price slightly retraces on BTC, right, look for those golden moments where the end of the bearish trend on whatever time frame you're trading is happening. Like let's say for example here we had this down trend here with regards to BTC, right? A few hours ago, right, we had this nasty correction. So let me flip over to the 10 minutes. We had this correction, and then all of a sudden we saw green candles, okay? So this is a reversal, signs of reversals, and it pursued going on. So you could have entered either on that bar or that one, you know what I'm saying? So let's say at this particular moment, right, we are sort of beginning to retrace. So let's say we end up going down, right, and then we start pushing up, get in around that particular area, if you know what I mean. So that's how you can get to find entries, because a lot of you usually have trouble finding entries. That's basically the secret. Oh man, I give a lot of stuff out for free. Oh my god, you guys are so lucky. Anyway, for now, just do your thing, go into some outs, which can do very well, but you have to be very careful because the price, or rather the Bitcoin dominance of the dominance of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin dominance is obviously beginning to do very well at this particular moment. When that usually happens, we could have situations where the price of Bitcoin pushes up while altcoins basically stay stagnant, because the Bitcoin dominance determines the performance of altcoins. So if you really notice what has been happening, right, BTC has been pushing up while altcoins haven't been doing as much. That's because the Bitcoin dominance is gravitating towards BTC. Okay, so that's something that you can consider. However, there's going to be a threshold where altcoins are going to catch up as well. So I would be looking for longing opportunities on altcoins. If you really want to have the best odds of getting an altcoin which is going to do like more than 10%, right, go for altcoins that have significant amount of volume before you make a trade, right? Because remember, we were trading Bakeryswap a few days ago, right, but it didn't do very well because the volume was very low. So just like we experienced with regards to Alice, right, we saw the volume of Alice start pushing up, from around 59. And then when these crazy pumps started happening, right, the volume was also improving as well. So that's what you need to see. So at this particular moment, I'm looking forward to like seeing what the volume of Alice is going to be like tomorrow and the other day. If we have a retracement on Alice and it goes, let's say, to about $13, while the volume is crazy and it's like 500 million US dollars, that really means there's a high probability of Alice like doing crazy amount of numbers in terms of percentage gains. It can do like a 30%, it can pump to about $18, even $20, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically it. Look for longing opportunities, because Bitcoin is going to end up going to 56,000 US dollars eventually. Okay, so we are in an uptrend, at least in the next 24 to 72 hours. So for now, only worry about the next 24 to 72 hours. Don't ask me about the end of the month, because as a trader, I'm only leaving for the next 24 to 72 hours. That's why I always emphasize, look, this trading price prediction, whatever, is only in this specific time frame. That's the reason I give you that time frame. So when people ask me about the whole month, you know, I don't know what to say, because I'm looking at the specific time frame. So when I'm giving you this technical analysis type of whatever tutorials, listen to the time frame that I'm using, and then you can, you know, make your decisions based on that particular time frame that I specified. So in the next 24 to 72 hours, we are in an uptrend. Look for longing opportunities. Okay, so in case anything changes, I'll be here again tomorrow, and I'm going to update you, and I'm going to give you a specific time frame. Okay, so I really hope you guys understand how we work and how we do things around here. So before I go, Osina says, great reply, my guy. I appreciate you. I really appreciate all you guys. Like, for real, you guys are so amazing. You are a blessing to me, and I really hope we can get to make a lot of money together, so that we can, you know, someday chill. Samar Mubarak says, it's always a relief to see the notification on your live stream. Yeah, thanks. I really hope I'm going to be able to like sustain this and just, you know, be able to like help my people and do whatever I can. But guys, remember, I'm also learning new stuff on a daily basis. I'm also trying to improve. I'm trying to improve my accuracy. Like, for example, today we talked about 46,500 to 45,000. So this was the range that I was looking forward to. But the price only dropped to about 46,900. Even though the margin is very little, the only difference that we had was $400. Okay, but I'm looking for ways of how do I increase my likelihood of getting a bigger margin. Like, instead of, you know, thinking about 45,000 US dollars to about 46,500, why didn't I pick 46,000 to about 47,500? So those are the mini adjustments that I usually make on a daily basis, and I hope that you guys are going to be doing this by yourselves. I hope you've got a trading book. I hope you are trying to make your trades better, because this is what basically sets better traders apart from the, you know, from the other traders as well. So be very careful. So without making this video extremely long, thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. So I'm going to be concentrating on Axie Infinity and Alice. But remember, Axie Infinity has been pushing up very strong, and I expect like a slight pullback. My neighbor Alice is starting to gear up. So monitor the volume, and let's hope we continue maintaining this amount of volume. So I'll talk about some other altcoins tomorrow. So today I'm going to be sleeping early, because it's only 10 p.m. my time, because I'm +3 GMT. So if I sleep early, I'll be up, let's say, in the next 10 hours. So in the next 10 hours, I can potentially make another video. So yeah, take care. You guys have been awesome. Thank you very much. God bless you, and see you tomorrow or in the next 10 hours.